Guys, welcome back. Okay, so in the last video we talked about a for loop. In this video I want to talk about a while loop, and they are extremely similar. There's not really a right or wrong when and where to use them. You definitely want to know them both. I pretty much create stuff with do and while loops pretty much the same. You know, whether if I'm searching for something or create them, I do them the exact same. And a lot of times you could run a program using either or. It doesn't really matter, but sometimes you want to be more specific. And when we get more into slideshows and mortgage calculators and stuff like that, we'll understand why we used a specific loop. But for the time being, let's just go ahead and learn both. So this video, let's go ahead and talk about a while loop. So I'm going to go ahead and create a variable. I'm just going to call it VP, and I'll set it equal to 1, just like that. Let's close it out. Now let's go ahead and type while. Last video we did for, but that was the last video. Now we're going to type while, and we just need to give it an ending point right now. In our condition, we need to give it an ending point. So what I'm going to say is that Village Park is less than or equal to 100. And that's true because 1 is definitely less than or equal to 100. So if it's true, let's go ahead and execute whatever it is that we would like to execute. And let's go ahead and type document write. And I want to execute our variable, but I want to concatenate some break tags. Break tags just like that. And let's go ahead and close this out. Okay, so the last thing we need to do, if we look at this program we're writing right now, we have a variable that's equal to 1. And we're saying if it's less than or equal to 100, then execute it. Put it out in the browser. And we got break tags in here. But if we just do it right here, our browser will crash because it won't know how to increment. It will not know how to increment our program that we did. So again, we need to go, and the last part is type your variable and go plus plus to increment, to let the program know or the browser know that we want to increment by 1. If we wanted to decrease it by 1, we do 2 negative signs, minus signs. So let's go ahead and first let's close this out just like that. So we have a program, we have a variable, and we're running a loop that says if it's less than or equal to 100, let's go ahead and spit it out. Well, there's 100 numbers in here that are less than or equal to 100, and we're incrementing it by 1. So it should be 1 all the way up to 100 vertically because we have a break tag right here. So let's go ahead and reload our browser, Google Chrome. And there it is. Check it out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 100. If you wanted to do 1,000, type in 1,000, save it, reload this, and it goes all the way up to 1,000 lines of code, just like that. So with one little, and I know this really might not make too much sense right now because we're not really creating a project. We would never just create a program and put this on a web page. But when we are creating stuff and we can create, you know, massive amounts of lines of code just by a simple while loop or a for loop, you understand how it's going to make a lot more sense. So this is just the general fundamentals of a while loop. Hopefully it makes sense. In the next video we'll talk about for each loops. So good luck with this. See you guys over there.